everyone, this is Steve Nagy. We're live in the Reality Rendezvous, broadcasting from the Jerry Dunn Studios in Somerset, New Jersey. And for those of you who don't know me, shame on you, because I am the hottest reality writer in the business. Steve Nagy. The lunacy of a sports fan. My 101 reasons to love the Dallas Cowboys, and 10 reasons to despise the Philadelphia Eagles and their fans. Team has not won a championship since 1960, I believe. Well, anyway, I'm not here to clown on the Eagles. I've done enough of that. And quite frankly, this tape is not long enough for me to clown on the Eagles. What I'm here to do is to introduce you to some new talent and some new possibilities that I have going here. By the way, I also am going to bring the casino to reality. So for those of you out there that want the truth, that want it uncut, that want it raw, I am known to push the envelope with all my books. Everything I do. So make sure the next time you're out there, you go out there and you purchase my material. But without further ado, not only do I write books, I also have some proteges that I have helped tremendously in and out of certain areas. And in this area, we're talking about Red Hook, Brooklyn, you know, Scott Baio. Well, Scott Baio is a pretty decent looking guy, but compared to my protege, Scott Baio has nothing on this guy. He is loved by preteens, all the way to the elderly. This guy can't even walk down the street without our bodyguards. Okay? And let me, without any further ado, introduce you to this man. His name, so apropos, is Mr. Augustine Buffcake. Mr. Buffcake, why don't you come in here for a minute?
Morning.
All right, good morning. Now, it is true that I took you out of the docks of Red Hook, and I brought you into this certain situation here, is it not?
Scoop me right up.
That's right. Because Steve Nagy has an eye for talent in any area, not just sports related. Okay? Actually, folks, Mr. Buffcake and I have known each other for a little bit of a spell, so to speak, and that's why I invested the time and the money to transform him from a common everyday worker into a iconic heartthrob. Is that right, Mr. Buffcake?
100% correct, Steve.
All right. And he's even humble, too. And for you viewing audience out there and you listening audience out there, what we're going to do is me and Mr. Buffcake are going to be collaborating on a manuscript. Okay, this manuscript has to do with these certain sports bars out there that like to imitate instead of create, because they have no other resources to do that. No, folks, we're not talking about Hooters, delightfully tacky yet unrefined, the greatest sports bars in the country. We are talking about another place. Now, true, when we used to hang out there, these girls were 20, 21, and they were oh so luscious and scrumdiddlyumptious. But now, at 34, 13 years later, well, what do you think about these girls, so to speak?
Walkers?
Let me tell you, the name of the place could pretty much tell you the type of beauty and intellect that you will be getting, because the name of the place is Bapukas. And just for you folks out there, we actually already had sort of like a old-timers day, so to speak. Okay? What did you think of this certain thing that we called the Boob Droop Waitress Off, Mr. Buffcake?
I never thought it was going to end. It seemed like it was going on all day.
Well, that's the thing. It's never over for the Bapuka waitresses. Just speaking of one of our personal favorites, Valella over there, okay, her hometown is from Valtrex, New Jersey, and man, when that breast implant went in the guy's guacamole sauce, I just like cringed. I couldn't eat Mexican food for 3 weeks.
Ooh, that's a long time not to eat Mexican food.
I might have been scarred for life, to be quite honest with you. What was your favorite one?
I think the boob drag.
Oh,
they could drag him.
Oh my God. You know, none of those poor guys actually got their food, because you know what the 3 demandments are for the Bapuka waitresses?
I'm not too sure anymore. I forgot.
Well, the 3 commandments for the Bapuka waitresses are always twirl your hair before you touch the customer's plate. The second one is make sure you call your ex-boyfriend that's cheated on you numerous times. And the third one is make sure that you never miss your daily Valtrex dose.
So that's pretty good 3 things.
And also, the credo for the Bapuka waitresses is pleasing to the eyes, just as long as they're closed. Yes, folks, you have to see this to believe it. And Steve Nagy, Mr. Push the Envelope, is actually going to have a Bapuka waitress in our upcoming event, so you can see how putrid and how ancient she really is. So folks, before you tune into that episode, make sure you do not eat any heavy food, because you obviously are going to hurl it up. Would you concur with that statement, Mr. Buffcake?
100%.
And speaking of other people, there is a guy that me and Mr. Buffcake used to know, Slow Joe. You remember Slow Joe?
Is that the tall, the short guy?
No, he was kind of short there. He was a little build there. He was actually, getting to be a little, quite frankly, punchy. But have you seen him lately?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, he still lives here in New Jersey, and I actually heard about this. I can't say that I was there, but I heard from a third party that Slow Joe was at the Watchung Mall, and Slow Joe was on the escalator, and the electricity went out, and he was stuck on the escalator for 2 hours.
Oh. You couldn't walk up or down?
Well, they don't call him Slow Joe for nothing, folks.
Oh.
But you really can't blame Slow Joe, because the school that he went to, let's face it, do you know that his phonics teacher was tone deaf?
No, I didn't.
And his reading teacher was dyslexic.
So how did he learn to read?
Well, he does read a lot of books with pictures, but as far as my book, I don't know if he's capable of doing that, but I guess I can maybe send an interpreter or something over there, reader for him. Nice guy I am.
I have nothing to say to that.
He is speechless, folks, Mr. Buffcake. And also, I forgot to mention, his math teacher is triskaidekaphobia, which for all you little people out there means that he's afraid of the number 13. So this poor guy Slow Joe, he was 21 before he finally realized that 8 plus 5 is 13.
He has problems.
Well, it's entirely not his fault. Mr. Buffcake, would you like to add anything? Maybe give the viewers a little insight of what they could plan to see with our possible manuscript that we're going to be collaborating about? Or would you just like to keep them in suspense? Do you really think they deserve to hear what Genius at Work are about?
I don't know. Maybe next time. Let's see how many hits come from this.
Well, that's possible. That's a very good thing. Well, look at the time. I guess it's almost time to sign off for the first episode of many that you will be seeing. And again, just to let you know, we are going to have a Bapuka waitress in the studio along with a luscious, scrumdiddlyumptious creature. So for all you male viewing fans out there, tune in. And for all you female viewing friends that can't get enough of Augie Buffcake, well, just remember this. In the manuscript, he will be contributing quite a few thoughts there. And I know you women out there think a man is very sexy.
Many things.
Many things, right?
Many
things. So make sure that you purchase this book, because he will be giving some of his deepest thoughts and some of our deepest adventures that we have encountered throughout our time together. And just remember, for all you people out there, the rebroadcast or reproduction of this tape without the written consent of me, Steve J. Nagy, is undoubtedly and unquestionably prohibited.